In this lecture, we are going to learn about Group and Sort button in Primavera P6. Group and Sort button helps us to group our activities or sort our activities in the activities window layout or for the purpose of printing. We'll go to the Group and Sort button here and click Customize. It opens us the Group and Sort window. First of all, let's have a look at the display options which are on the top. There's a check button against Show Group Totals, Show Grand Totals, Show Summaries Only, and Shrink Vertical Group Bands. Let's have a look at them one by one. If I deselect or unselect this Show Group Totals and click Apply, click OK, you will see that there are no dates here on the WBSs. Let me remind you that WBSs take the dates from their activities. For example, under this WBS, if I have 4 activities, its start will be the early start of its activity and its finish date will be the latest finish of its activity. So it will take the start date of the earliest activity and end date from the latest activity or the activity that finishes at last. But in the groups and sort option, if I again select this show group totals and click apply, now you can see that the dates appear here. Similarly, if I select show grand totals and then click apply, what it does is that it shows me a grand total of my project on the top. As you can see here, it appears with the name total. Similarly, if I select show summaries only, it will hide my activities and it will show the WBS summaries only once I click apply. You can see here, now my activities are hidden. Now the last option here is shrink vertical grouping bands. What it does is that if I select this option, click apply, it just shrinks the vertical bands here. Just have a look at this place where these vertical bands are. If I deselect it again, you will see that these bands just widen up a little bit. Now under the group and sorts window, we have another area which says the group by, where we can set different criteria or set different rules to group our activities together. We can use different types of rules which are present by default, or we can create different rules, new rules by using the activity codes. As you can remember, I created activity codes in a previous lecture where I taught you how to create activity codes. So if I click the group by here option, it will show me all the activity codes that are present in my project as well as the default options. So I created an activity code with the name vendor. If I select the vendor here and click apply, click OK, you can see that now my activities are grouped according to the vendor, vendor A, vendor B, and activities which do not belong to any vendor. I can group my activities by both vendor as well as by WBS options. For that purpose, what I will do is that I will remove this indent option here, and then it will allow me to add multiple criteria to group or sort my activities. Now I want to group my activities according to vendor, and I also want to use my WBS. So I'll click vendor and WBS, then click apply. Now you can see that under each vendor I have a WBS, which means that under vendor A I have a WBS construction and the activities under it. Similarly under vendor B, I can use a third rule as well. Let's say I want to group them according to the start date or according to status or according to anything. So I select the start date and I will select the group interval, let's say by week, and then if I click apply, click OK, now it will sort my activities. First criteria according to vendor, second criteria according to WBS, third criteria according to the start date. In order to remove or delete the rules, I'll simply click delete here and then click apply. If you see here, I have not set any group or sort option or any group or sort rule. If I click OK, it will just give me a list of my activities without any groupings. Now I again go here and I'll select WBS. Again, in case of WBS, I can select the level up to which I want to create. Suppose in my project, if I have 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 levels of WBS, I can select up to which level of WBS I want to show. Let's say I want to show only up to the level 2 of WBS. I'll click apply, click OK, and it will show me up to 2 levels of WBS only. The first level highlighted in blue and the second level highlighted in green. Now for example, I want to see it up to level 1 only. I will select level 1 here and click apply, click OK. Now you can see I have only one level of WBS, which is blue in color. I'll just select all levels here as default and click apply. Now let's have a look at the group by options. The first option is hide if empty. So what it does is it hides those WBSs which are empty. For example, if I filter my activities according to the vendor filter, which we have already set, and click apply. Click OK. Now you can see that it returns me 2 activities, but it also returns me these WBSs without any activities. Now in order to hide these WBS and only to show the WBS with activities, I can go to the group and sort option again and click hide if empty. Click apply. Now you can see that I have only those activities, those WBSs visible here which have some activities under it. Now if I cancel this filter, click OK. Now it shows me back all the activities. Since I don't have any WBS which is empty, so I will remove this option. Now you know here how to use filter and group and sort in combination. Now the other options here is to show the title or ID code of the WBS. If I select this title and select ID code, click apply. So along with the name of the WBS, it will show me its title, which is WBS, and its code, which is P6codes.1, P6codes.2, so on and so forth. So by default I will just deselect these two, click apply. In addition to this, we can also customize the color and the font of each band. For example, the first band shows in blue color with the font 14 size Arial. We can change it or customize it by double clicking on this. Similarly, we can customize other levels as well. So now you know how to use the group and sort button and how to use group and sort in combination with filter as well.